Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new season, y'all, of Ready to Love, season 8, episode 1. All right, y'all, we're about to go down this road again and see if we're gonna get into it. In this season, I plan on having more lives for Ready to Love so we can really talk about some of these episodes, because baby, everything's bigger in Texas. And so you know the drama gonna be bigger too. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. So listen, since we're just getting familiar with the cast, I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. First, I'm going to show you pictures and give you a description of each person. This is the way that you will see them in the order of the review. Okay, so the way that I wrote them down is the way that they appear on the screen when the show is showing. So first up is Chris. He's 39, a construction developer. He was a very handsome man. Jessica, 37. She's a coffee line owner. Philip is 41. He's a supply chain analyst. Phil did not give 41. Okay. Somebody got a little line problem. Aries is 43. She's a software sales engineer and she has 2 sons. Tequila is 35. She's a marketing assistant. Baby, Tequila is something else. Do you hear me? Habibi is 33 and he's a saxophonist. Sierra, she's 31. She's a personal stylist. Okay, girl. Leanne is 49, and I can't remember what Leanne does, but I think it was something with the fitness of it all. Then we have Herbert. I did not get Herbert's age and or job because I don't think that they said it. Then we have Marvin. He's 41, and he's an erotic author. Okay, child, it's giving 50 Shades of Grey over here on the Ready to Love. Then we have Unique. She's 31. She's a TV and film producer. Janelle is 41, a creative director. Red is 42. He's a DJ and comedian. Brandon is 36. He's a train dispatcher. Okay, come on, ride that train and ride that whoop whoop. Baby, Brandon look good. Do you hear me? But Brandon, you're a walking red flag, sir. Okay. Kira, aka Boots, honey, is giving very much flavor of love because baby, she on these big white boots. She is a former Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Next up is Quentin. He's 33. He's a personal trainer. We have Lee, who's 34. She's a health and wellness coach. And then Marie, and he's 36, and he's an entrepreneur. Now, child, let's get into the mess. So when the episode first opens up, we are deep in the heart of Texas, Dallas, Texas. Okay, D-Town. Let's see what y'all got, honey. D-Town, stand up. So the singles are showing up, and first up is Chris. He's 39, nice body, you know, very nice in his suit. He's a construction developer. He says he's Nigerian and that his partner has to embrace his culture because it's very important. Okay, let's see how this gonna go. Next up is Jessica. She's 37. She's a coffee line owner. And child, when I tell you, Jess sounded just like me. So she comes down the steps and he's like, "Oh, you look nice, or you're very nice looking," or something like that. He told her. She said, "I appreciate you, child." I said, "Jess, no, girl. Child, we're gonna say child if we don't do nothing else." After that, we have Philip. He's 41. Like I said, he does not give 41. That's the supply chain analyst. Next up is Aries. She's 43 and she's a software sales engineer. She has 2 boys. They're waiting for her to find that man, but you know, they kind of like, we don't know if mama gonna find him or not. Okay, now she's very pretty. And when I saw her and Phil together, I was like, you know what? Aries and Philip look aesthetically pleasing together already. Now, y'all ain't really talked about nothing, but just looking at y'all, I'm like, okay, that could be something. So then we have Tequila. She's 35. She's a marketing assistant. She said, you know, men don't really like the nice girls. They like the women that give them drama. So they're going to love it here. Oh, Lord, child, let's give him Morgan. It's giving very much Morgan, honey. We don't need it. So they're all like sitting around. They're all talking, and up walks Habibi. Habibi is 33. He's a saxophonist, and he gonna be a problem. Okay, he is gonna be an issue. So then we have Sierra. She's 31. She's a stylist. She's always booked and busy. She's like, look, I go out on a date, then I go away. I'm styling this person. I'm styling that person. I'm all about my career. Sierra, girl. Okay. Are you sure you're ready to love? Because if you don't have time, honey, then don't even get invested. They do this every single season. Somebody is not available. The schedule is not scheduling. So why are you even signing up for this show? Are you sure? Girl, I don't know. Moving forward. So then we meet Leanne. She's 49. Now let me just say this. She looks great for 49. Now I don't know about that little New Year's Eve outfit she had on. I said, girl, what in the sequence in the middle of the day is happening here? Honey, it looked hot. Do you hear me? Now I don't know if it was cold because you know they like to shoot these things in the wintertime. But Herbert was sweating. So I don't know if it's hot or if it's cold. So she's standing over there talking to Herbert, and Leanne is all about the zodiac. So she's all like, so what are you? What's your sign? He said, I'm a Libra. She said, oh, I'm a Gemini. He said, oh, she told me she was a Gemini, so I'm wondering if she's crazy. Listen, she need to watch you, because my first husband was a Libra, honey. Okay? Moving forward. And that's all I got to say about that. That's all I got to say about that. No, I'm just kidding, child. So then we run into Marvin, and Marvin is 41, and he is an erotic author. So he's telling us, you know, he turns his apartment into a dungeon when the women come over to get into it. Child, everybody want a sex dungeon. So he's over there talking to Unique. She's 31. She's a TV and film producer. Okay, girl, what shows have you produced? So while they talking, you know, he's telling her that he's an erotic author. And she was like, say what now? Okay, I'm intrigued. Honey, I'm not. How exactly are you making money from the novels of it all? Is it on somebody's bestseller list? Can I find it over on the Amazon? Is it on the aisle in Walmart where they had them books pressed up against the produce? Like, where exactly are you making the shmoney? A lot of these jobs be sounding made up, and they ain't fooling me. So then Tommy arrives looking clean as ever. How y'all doing? Y'all know I love when Tommy show up. I just love when Tommy show up. Tommy gonna hang him a suit. Hey, Tommy. So Tommy arrives. Tommy is, in fact, from Houston. Okay, H-Town, stand up. So he's like, look, I had to come down here and check on Dallas, get on 45, come on down here and see what y'all doing. He wants them to open up their hearts and minds and not just open up their legs or their wallets. Now, I don't know, because they be sneaking and linking, and we don't even be knowing to the reunion, okay? Shout out to Pretty Tony from up top, from last season. Anywho. So Tommy is telling them that it's 18 people and 2 of them will be going home. Y'all know what be tripping me out? It's always so funny to me when they act shocked. Oh my God, 2? People, listen to me. 2 of you are going to leave the first night. Future contestants, if you get on this show at the mixer, you will be eliminated. 2 of you will be. I'm like, well, how long this show been on the air, honey? Y'all don't know if 2 people gonna leave? Side note, ma'am, you and these white majorette drill team boots, it's giving a fool. It's a mess. It's not that the boots are ugly. It's just that it does not go with the dress that you have on. It's like, let me just give them a bodycon and then throw on my boots. It wasn't doing what's supposed to have been done. So the mixer starts. Y'all know how they like to do. They all break up. They start talking to each other. So Janelle is talking to Red. So they're talking and she's telling him that she wants to adopt because she was adopted. But she does have abandonment issues. She's like, when my man gets up to go to the restroom, I'm like, wait a minute. Can I go with you? Where are you going? Okay, now, Janelle, now, girl, you didn't see better help before you got on here? Because I want to make sure that you are, ready for this. Because you don't want to smother the man, honey. And if you have abandonment issues, you might take some of that out on him. And then you accuse him of things he's not doing. So we're going to have to make sure that we handle those things first. So then Brandon comes over, child. Brandon comes over and he sits down. Everybody's talking, right? I think it's Brandon, it's Janelle, it's Red, it's Chris. They're all just sitting there talking. And so Brandon goes, yeah, I have 4 kids and I've been divorced, 6 months. What? Okay. They were married and they were divorced twice. Okay, baby, it's giving Nene and Greg, honey. Boy, if you don't go back home to your family. Sir, pack up and go back home to your family. You are still playing around with that ex. No, thank you. This is too new. In 6 months, really, it's probably 2 weeks. Because that she living with me. I don't live with her. It's for the kids. No, sir, Brandon. It's a complicated situation, and we don't have time for complexity, honey. This is ready to love. It's already going to be a fool from the start. And here you come with 4 kids and married to the same woman twice. Y'all are not done. Okay? Allegedly. Moving forward. So Jessica is over there talking to her BB, and she's like, girl, it's no red flags. The whole thing is a red flag. I swear she is me, y'all. I swear. He was over there eating. She said, what's that on your plate? He said, pineapple. She said, baby, that's cheese. When I tell you that is me all day, I said, honey, who is that? Is that me or am I? Because y'all know I'm in Texas. It could be. No, I'm just kidding. That ain't me, child. But anywho, Habibi moves on, honey, because Jessica can't be bothered. He's telling them that, he went out to Dubai and how he travels for music. And he said he's single because he always chooses music. Now, Kira is the last woman standing. So she's sitting over there in her boots talking to Habibi. She's like, do you think that's why you're single? He said, yeah. He needs the lady to accept that he's going to always choose music. Why are you here? If you're going to always choose music, then why are you here? I don't understand it. So he tells her that he has an 11-year-old, but the child's mother, he only knew her 11 days. Okay, I would have excused myself. I would have politely I don't even know if I would have politely gotten up, honey. The way he would have been talking to me and I would have been staring straight through him, it would have been giving blank stare. 11 days? That's nasty. Anywho, Habibi is a whole cultural appropriation lie, child. His real name probably Tyrone. Tyrone from Oak Cliff, and he ain't fooling. Child, not Ty from Oak Cliff. He up there talking about I love Arabic culture. Not only do I wear it, but I wear it in my heart. Sir, I said good day. So she's looking at him and she's like asking him all these questions. You have children. What do you do for fun? This, that, and this and that. She said, okay, well, since you didn't ask about me, I don't have any kids. And I used to be a professional dancer. He said, like a stripper? No, not like a stripper. She used to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Okay, that explains those game day boots. Okay, girl, you ain't on the field, honey. Take them boots off and put some shoes on. This right is crazy. Oh, I love my people from Texas, honey. I love them. They pan over and Tequila is over there talking to Philip, but the conversation is getting ready to get laid. She's asking about sex locations, threesomes, how you like it, smack it, flip it, rub it down. And I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? What happened to what's your name? What's your sign? Soon as he buy that wine, I just creep up from behind. Baby, why aren't you asking him things to get at this big age? I'm not about to be asking you your sexual position because I don't want you to touch me. Okay. And you really not touching me until you bring me a clean bill of health. That's number one. Number two, I don't know you. So why would I just sit down and automatically dive in to a conversation about sex? Like, I don't understand how you expect to be taken seriously. I really don't. He was engaging. She didn't like what he was saying. So she was giving him the blank stare and he didn't like that. Then they pan over to Quentin and he goes over to talk to Lee because, baby, he cannot take his eyes off of this red dress. He said that red dress was doing something to him. Now, for me, Quentin is giving me Calfani. And Lee just might have a hint of Denise. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. Y'all need to watch. Go back and watch the Houston season when they were on the resort. Calfani was interested in Denise. Denise was insane. Do you hear me? And this was giving me very much a hint of that. Okay, so they're talking. She's telling him that her parents have been married for 39 years. His parents have been married for 41 years. Neither of them have children. They want kids. He wants 3. She wants 2. So they settled on 2.5. And I was like, okay. But he does have a matching tattoo with his ex. He said it didn't work out because he felt like he was putting himself on the back burner. These two do have a lot in common so far. They have fitness and family. No, I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know if it's going to be a thing, but he seems to be kind of smitten with Lee. Let's just see how it goes. So then we pan over to Marie and he's talking to Tequila. So she's telling him, that she has a good relationship with her mom and her grandmother and all of this. And she asks about his dad. So in the confessional, he tells us that his dad passed away. And so he's looking for someone that will be able to complete his family. He wants to be, the same type of guy that his dad was. Apparently, his family is still intact. His mom and dad were together because I'm just judging from the pictures that they showed. And so he wants to be the man that his dad was because he left him with a lot of examples of how to be that person. So Tequila gets up and leaves, right? So Marie is talking to Leanne. Now, Leanne is the 49-year-old. So she was like, yeah, he's a little vertically challenged, but he seems like a nice guy. Girl gone. So he's telling her about his child and how his dad passed away. And she's like, yeah, oh, well, I had to put my dogs down. Ma'am, what the hell does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Him talking to you about his dad and then you say, well, my dogs died. She don't give a damn. Leanne is a little bit self-absorbed in all that sequence. Girl, what is wrong with you? I mean, the least you could say was, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. I know you don't know the man, but common decency would be to say, oh, I'm sorry, for your loss or whatever. This is just crazy. He seemed like a very nice man. He was getting real choked up in the confessional when he was talking about his daddy. He had a really close relationship with his dad. And I just want to know this, because you came over here and immediately started asking him, what's your sign? He was like, I'm a Taurus. Oh, are you a true Taurus? Because I'm a Gemini with a sunrise, mooning. And now you know how they be talking, child, with the rising and the moon and other stars and all this other kind of stuff. Why do you keep asking everybody their sign? I don't think this show is going to be for him, because the heifer's going to eat him alive. I'm telling you right now, the heifer's going to eat him alive. And Leanne, no matter what their signs are, a fool gonna fool no matter what. Their sign has absolutely nothing to do with it. I mean, you can take into account a little bit of it, because it's like, most these signs have this trait. But in the end, it's all about the content of their character. So they either gonna be good or they're not. Girl, anyway. So everybody is mingling, right? They're playing games. They're giggling. Ha, 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 ha. You know how Ready to Love like to do, child. So Janelle was sitting over talking to Herbert because she was kind of feeling him. They were having a little banter back and forth, and he noticed that she was wearing a ring on her ring finger. He was like, you gonna scare me off, because they gonna think I don't want, GLD to get upset with me because I'm over here talking to a married woman. So, they like laughing about it and all this kind of stuff. Aesthetically, Herbert ain't my type. Okay, but he and Janelle seem to be hitting it off. So, I mean, there's that. And when I was watching this, the men don't really do it for me on this season. I mean, I don't know if they got to be in a different setting. I don't know what it is, honey, but it just really wasn't giving what's supposed to happen gave. Now, Brandon looks good, but he has too much baggage. It's too much backstory and too much history with that ex. And a guy like Marcier, I would never think to, go on a date or anything like that with him. But, as I get older, I just want me a good old nice man. I really just want me a nice guy. And he seems very genuine. He really does. And I'm telling y'all right now, sometimes you want somebody that's nice to you. And I want my man to like me just a little bit more than I like him. And I mean, that's just me. But I don't think that she should be judging him because he ain't tall enough or he ain't this, he ain't that. Because he didn't seem that short. Not to me. Maybe that's because I'm watching from TV, honey, and they giving different angles and whatnot. So Tommy reappears now that it's night. Herbert and Janelle have been talking, honey, from day to night. So night has fallen and he wants to talk to the men. So he goes over, he's asking them what they think about all the women. Of course, they're excited. So he goes to Habibi. He said, who did you like? He said he liked Kira. Sir, she didn't like you because you didn't ask her any questions. So that shows me right there that you don't pay attention and you don't read the room. She didn't like you. Okay, her and her boots are made for walking. So a few other people said boots as well. Calfani's doppelganger said Lee. Another person said Tequila. And then somebody said, I think it was Quentin. He said that Tequila came on too strong. None of them were really feeling her. I think it was only one person that actually liked her, and that was Habibi. That's only because she matching his energy. None of them were really feeling her. Sierra was also mentioned in those that they were not feeling. I feel like Sierra got lost. Sierra, where are you, girl? Show up, mama, show up. I mean, I saw you, but I didn't see you. So anywho, Leanne was also on the chopping block, as she should be. They felt like she was just very surface level, not a lot of depth. Yeah, Leanne is shallow, honey. As shallow as a kiddie pool and cold as ice. She can go. So everybody's gathered around, okay? Tommy tells the ladies that one of them will be leaving right then and there. So he calls Tequila and Leanne to the carpet. I have 2 envelopes in my hand. Only one of you are ready to love. So Tequila gonna say, somebody got a little line problem because they all said they was feeling me. I didn't hear not one of them say that they were feeling you, not a one. When was that? That must have been edited out, child. Leanne is like, I'm just so shocked. Honey, I don't know how. Ma'am, your discernment is off at this big grown age. I mean, we can ask them both to leave if you really want to be real. But since one has to stay, at first I was thinking, okay, they're going to keep Leanne for ratings because she seems like she can get a little bit messy. But then Tequila, she's a wild card as well, so you just never really know. So in the end, Tommy ended up sending Leanne back to the house. And child, I was shocked they sent Miss Zodiac sign packing. Girl, work on caring about others. Work on your empathy. A man does not want a woman that's that self-absorbed that when he's going through something and he's facing challenges, you bring it back around to you. That was very telling when you were having that conversation with Marie. It really was. Girl, get yourself together. Now that one person is gone, they, can let loose a little bit. They having a little party and having a good time. But it's still one more person to leave. So Tequila is just, baby, she all shook up. She over there crying. Marseille is listening to her, or Marcier, honey, I don't know how to pronounce his name, child. I think it's Marcier. Marcier is listening to her woes, honey. She crying. So he's telling her, life and death is in the power of the tongue. The way that you're speaking about yourself, like you're not good enough, or maybe you weren't enough, those things start to manifest themselves. And I really did like him a lot. The way he spoke so positively to her. Plus, he giving me a little Gerald Levert tease. Honey, I like a compassionate man, honey. I love it. Moving forward. I really did like the fact that he took our time to talk to her. I really did. So Brandon and Lee, they're on the other side. They're talking. He's telling her, he married his wife twice. And Lee is looking at him like, what? Sir, please stop repeating that up front. Like, ease into it. As soon as he sit down, hey, I married my ex-wife twice and we have 4 kids and it's 6 months past and I just got a divorce and I'm here. Like, just wait. Slow down, low down. Just wait. Okay? Lee is like, he's interested and whatnot, but you keep on going back, so it's a no for me. I know that's right. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. Honey, I don't trust it. So then they pan over to Unique and Red. So they're sitting there and they're talking. So she's like, I feel like I know you from somewhere. He does have one of those faces. He really does. Because I felt like I knew him from somewhere. I was like, wasn't he on another show? He was on something, child. I done seen him somewhere. So she's talking to him. She's trying to figure it out, but he trying to get her to know the new him and all this other kind of stuff. He tells her that he's a comedian and a DJ. She's like, oh, okay, so a thought job. Oh my God. Ma'am, you can think it, but don't say it. Now listen, it may be a little bit harsh, but it's a list of the thought jobs out there. Okay, and I think that the DJ does fall under that category along with bartenders, honey. It's something about it. Personal trainers as well. Okay, I'm just saying. It's a list out there. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. I'm just telling y'all what I know. But girl, don't say it to this man. That's rude. A lot of these ladies are rude as hell. Because I was like, I would never say some of the things that they're saying. Not to their face, honey. We don't even know each other. So Tequila and Habibi have made their way back to each other. So they go over to the side. He feels like they have a connection. She keeps it real. They're kindred spirits. They say the same thing, whatever. He's over there laying it on thick. And she's like, yeah, my ex, he cheated on me and this and that. So he keeps asking women about cheating. So he goes, well, would you cheat on your ex with me? She said, yeah. Okay. So you're upset and you're crying that your ex-man cheated on you, but you would cheat on him with him? Okay. Girl, what is this? Why would you even ask her that, number one? And number two, why would you even answer him? I would have said, what is happening? Why are you asking me about a man that you don't know and putting me in these hypothetical situations? Because when he asked Kira the same thing, she was like, I don't cheat. Girl, I know that's right. So Tommy is now talking to the ladies, okay, because it's their turn. He wants to see who they're feeling. A lot of them said Quentin. Tequila, of course, said Habibi. And then she also said Morier. Janelle said Herbert because they have a lot in common. Lee said Red. I think it was Lee. So then he asked who people weren't feeling. And Lee said Brandon because nobody wants to deal with that remarriage of it all. So then we heard Habibi. Honey, you got to go. Tequila met him all of 1 minute ago. Okay, talking about, well, I'm going to fight for him. If he leave, I'm going to be right behind him. Oh, okay, so when he's eliminated, you can go as well. Honey, go right on with him. So then Janelle was like, I feel like he's going to say whatever it is that he thinks you want to hear in the moment and become that person. Oh, yes, ma'am, honey. He is a relationship chameleon. You tell him something up front and he will become that person until all hell breaks loose. Child, please, and he ain't fooling us. I agree because he's already asking the ladies the same questions. He's copying and pasting things, making up stuff. Child, I ain't got time. And girl, you don't even know that man. Talking about you will follow him. I will cross the ocean for you. Monica, you can go to the house with him. Girl, He gonna lead you astray? Talking about you will follow him. Gonna lead you right on astray. These people nuts. So now it's time for the men to be eliminated. So Habibi was called up to the carpet and Brandon. So he tells Brandon that women are concerned about his last relationship. And for Habibi, he needs to not do so much shucking and jiving. And they're wondering if he's really ready to love. So the man going home is to be continued. Y'all know how they like to do. The opening episode didn't give me much. I didn't get that one memorable character. Even though Habibi was putting on a show and Brandon got 50 11 kids and he go back to that ex every 5 minutes, it still did not give me anything to remember. I'm remembering their names off the strength of being a teacher. That's it. That's all. So, child, let's see what next episode brings. Let's see what Dallas gonna do. Because judging from the previews for the season, Tequila gonna be acting like she gone off that tequila. And, baby, they gonna be in there fussing and fighting. She trying to fight everybody in the women's lounge. And Tommy looking disgusted because y'all know he hate when the women fuss. Now, he don't mind the men getting into it and speaking their speech. But as soon as a woman say something, Tommy get to looking crazy. So, it's just gonna be more of the same. We shall see. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. And I will comment back. On over to the Bell Collective. Listen, once you leave here, go on over to the Bell Collective because it's going to be up as well. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.